Hello friends, I'm here again today and I decided to continue because I think if you are watching or not watching, it's my responsibility to share my knowledge and my views for general purpose. First of all, it might help someone to increase the knowledge and awareness. So here I'm going to talk about event of this week. So first of all, the first event was I think today the Aam Aadmi Party launched the helpline in Delhi. That's a good step, but unfortunately I didn't find any detail and mechanism. Like first of all, who will control? What is the body who will investigate this complaint? What is the timeline? And how it is independent. Let's say if I complain against Chief Minister or Kejriwal, whether it will be investigated or it will be like a joke of Aam Aadmi Party Lokpal. Like you already heard about a lot of news about Ramdas who was removed unceremoniously and it became a joke. If Aam Aadmi Party cannot implement and cannot investigate its complaint against itself, how people are going to believe that this helpline will be independent and all the investigation will be fair and without any government interference. So and then the second thing, the way it was launched, a lot of dance cultural event, whether it's a cultural event, I think it's a governance. It was just another governance step. So why there was so much expenditure, public expenditure on this just launch of a helpline? So doesn't seem a good. So it seems like Aam Aadmi Party is more interested in publicity um, than doing a good governance by itself. And then you also might have seen the VIP gate. Kejriwal said that he will remove or he will eliminate Aam Aadmi, the VIP culture, and he himself, the first, maybe the other event also, we seen a big hoarding board indicating that this gate is only for VVIP. So who are those VVIP? So Kejriwal or Aam Aadmi Party will explain who are those VVIP. So friends, I feel like this is another joke, but anyway, this is unfortunate. We have to tolerate. So this is my views. The second event was Modi ji participated in Chief Justice conference, and he said a lot of things which are really good, like the way how judiciary should be independent, what should be the mechanism. Again, if there is a complaint against judiciary, what should be done. My problem is that why it's taking so long. It's always 10 months and still we are talking about the way or the idea. I think it should not be a complicated one, because we have a judicial department in the government itself, so it's their duty to suggest some good recommendation and implement it. So when there is an ordinance on land reform or land bill, why can't it be an ordinance on judiciary system or judiciary, the fast delivery of judiciary system? And as I said before, if any case taking more than 2 years, then it's not a justice. It's a mockery of the justice system. So I think Modi government should implement those rules, and especially against those elected leaders like MP, MLAs, ministers. Those cases should be disposed within 2 years, or the minister should resign immediately, or the MLA or MP should quit the seat. So that's my second. Third, I think I'm not going to talk about the India's World Cup defeat, but this is really sad. Though we reached semi-final, it was a very strongest performance by Team India without any defeat. But the way we lose it is really sad and it's very hurtful. Like, how can a team will lose in such a vast margin? You know, losing is not a big deal, but at least India should have given a tough competition. You know, it should have looked like a semi-final match between two world best teams. But again, even the final was one-sided, so I don't blame now much India. But at least because this is our team and we have the best player in the world, so why not having a expectation that it should have been a good match. So I think it was more a psychological problem than a talent problem. So that's, I think the whole nation, whole country is having some kind of psychological problem. I don't know why at tough competition we behave or we deliver so poorly. So that's we need to think about as a nation. And some of the problem lies in our system, the governance system, education system, and the way our youngster or the child had to grow up wherever he's scolded, he's suppressed, he's not even in schools, he's not even have freedom to ask a good questions. Teacher always shut him or her up. And also in the family or society, um, it's almost he never develop a self-confidence. He's always having a self-doubt. So that's the, I think, problem within the system, and this has to be a society should look into, and government should look into, like especially at least this is the role of government to provide a good education system where there are good teacher and whose main responsibility to educate and also to develop good character in those students. And fourth thing, you all will be surprised, and this is you can say that I'm the lucky one who had lived in both country, in India, in Europe, and in USA, so in three different continents. And I know the culture of India, I know the culture of Europe, and I know the culture of USA. So this is, I think I'm privileged to have a experience living and working in those countries. And culture thing I will talk in some other topic. But the most surprising thing is that, could you believe that things in India are more expensive than things in US? It will be shocking. And it's difficult for me to understand. Like, shampoo we use is cheaper in USA than in India. The cream we use, the facial cream, the hair dye, even the soap, the good soap, people call it luxury, but I don't consider those luxury soap. The good bathing soap are expensive in India than in US. So this is again a audit issue. How can the things are expensive in India? They're almost 20 to 40% more expensive in India than in US. So this is a simple competition commission issue, that they should audit these company, particularly MNC, how their cost is more than in USA. And I can't imagine the cost to produce those goods is more in India, because the labor is almost 1/10 of the cost, and raw material, even if you are equal, then at least considering the labor cost, it should be cheaper to produce in India than in US. So again, this is a very surprising. So I'll stop it here, and thank you for watching it, and I hope you will continue to come here and see the videos. And and I promise I try to at least upload a video every week describing or commenting on current event and sharing my knowledge and experience with you. Okay, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.